to show you how to hand fight in an effective way, how to control your opponent without ever having to touch them. And that's by faking with your lead hand. I put out a video on lead hand fakes and how they're widely safe, even though a lot of the wrestling community teaches that they're not. They really are, so go and check that video out if you don't believe me. So if you're interested in faking, if you're interested in controlling an opponent without ever having to touch them, get used to faking, right? You can do this with any hand, but as you can see the way my stance is set up, my lead hand is much closer, right? I have to get out of my stance a little bit to use my backhand, so I much prefer using my lead hand, okay? So if I want to get him guessing, seizing up, not knowing when I'm going to create an entry for my legs, all I have to do is reach towards the head and reach towards the legs. So reach towards the head, reach towards the legs. This is a really hard instinct to override. It's an evolutionary instinct. If something gets thrown at your face, your hands are generally going to come up to protect your face, all right? So don't just get pegged, right? So when I reach up towards Brendan's face, his hands are naturally going to come up, right? And that's a perfect time for me then to level change underneath and shoot in for my takedown. Now, if you want to start feathering for a reaction to see what he's going to do, I can double up on my fake by reaching towards the head and then towards the legs. I'm creating a vertical dimension now, right? Where he has to try to protect 2 layers of motion, right? So he's gonna start seizing up, not knowing what to protect, and when he's getting overridden with options, then I can have my pick of the litter, right? Do I wanna go into a snap down? Do I wanna go into a leg attack? He's just trying to figure out where I'm going, okay? And I don't even have to touch him. Slow motion, my hand is here, and then I fake, right? Towards the head, fake. And if I want to get really technical in my explanation, I lean in as if I'm going to shoot, and then my elbow comes right back to my body, and a tiny, tiny little mini step here. Tiny, tiny mini step where I go up towards the head, fake here, and then back out. Up towards the head, fake here. My fake isn't all the way underneath, right, where I can get snagged in a front headlock, right, get myself in danger, right? One of the great utilities of the fake is that I'm in no danger whatsoever, and I keep him up and off of me, keep him reacting and seizing up, not thinking about his offense, and I'm not even touching him. It's really tough to simulate a realistic reaction when you know what the person is doing, but let's try and simulate that just for a little bit of live here. We come in the middle, shake hands, and we're going, just faking there, just faking. Maybe I go towards the head and the legs a couple times, so this time I just go towards the legs, right? So now he has no idea what I'm gonna do next, okay? So for this instance, now I might just shoot, right? I've had a couple fakes, and now as I come in, now I might just shoot. Set a pattern, right? Maybe I've come in, I've touched the head and faked. I've touched the head and faked. So he goes, subconsciously he's thinking, oh, he's just faking. He's just faking. So now in the third attempt, I'm gonna come in, touch the head, and actually shoot, okay? More important than you taking any one of these specific examples and implementing them is that you pick up on the principle of setting patterns and breaking them and getting creative with your pattern setting, okay? Guys, if you're not getting to a leg, if you find out that shooting, I know shooting is tough when you're brand new, you're gonna get to the leg at least 50% more often just by faking, right? Just by faking and keeping him guessing. If I'm here and all I'm doing is shooting for the legs, he's gonna scoop me. He's gonna grab double underhooks. He's gonna snap me into a front headlock. It's gonna be bad business, right? He has no pattern, right? He's expecting a shot. We're on our feet. One of my favorite fakes is walking in with a single head tap right into a shot. So we start the match out. We're in here, I'm acting very relaxed, right? There's contrast here. I wanna act very, very relaxed. I don't want him suspicious that anything is gonna happen at all, right? So I'm very, very relaxed, right? And then all I'm gonna do is one single head tap right into a shot. I'm taking advantage of a reaction. He thinks everything's relaxed, nothing bad's gonna happen. All of a sudden the intensity skyrockets, a head tap right into a shot. He has no time to bring his hands back down. I think that's enough for the head tap, hand reaching and faking. Guys, we're gonna be coming out with a boatload of new content, so subscribe and stay tuned.
Real quick, before you go back into the scrolling vortex, we're trying to bring the gift of wrestling to the entire world, and I want to ask you to be a part of this journey by sharing this video. Of course, like, subscribe, but most importantly is share the content with your training partners, friends, your gym's Facebook group. Finally, a huge thank you to our Patreon subscribers. You guys make what we do here at Wrestle U possible, and hey, thanks for watching, guys.